There is no more dire threat to the American way of life than the corruption and weaponization of our justice system, and it's happening all around us. If we cannot restore the fair and impartial rule of law, we will not be a free country. As president, it will be my personal mission to restore the scales of justice in America. We will have fairness and equality under the law, and to that end, I will appoint U.S. attorneys who will be the polar opposite of the Soros District Attorneys and others that are being appointed throughout the United States. Very unfair to our population, very unfair to our country.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and on the latest Trump infomercial, Donald vowed to fire Soros District Attorneys and Marxist barbarians if elected. The orange skid mark appeared in a new video recently and looked like a cheesy salesman for unruly eyebrows and toupees gone wild. Every word that slid out of his pie hole was straight out of the funny pages. He's an absolute lunatic.
They will be the 100 most ferocious legal warriors against crime and communist corruption that this country has ever seen. As we completely overhaul the Federal Department of Justice and FBI, we will also launch sweeping civil rights investigations into Marxist local district attorneys. And that's what we have. They're Marxists in many cases.
Donald Trump has become a rotten rerun of himself. He's like a hemorrhoid commercial. You just want him to go away, but he just keeps talking and making everyone in the room uncomfortable. He started mumbling about the weaponization of the Justice Department and attempted to portray himself as the victim in all of the legal troubles that are piling up against him. It was more of Donald Trump whistling in the dark to keep his spirits up.
These Soros prosecutors appear to be engaging in selective enforcement based on illegal racial discrimination. In Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and every other city where these maniacs have taken over, the DA's offices should face federal subpoenas of their staff, their emails, and their records to determine whether they have blatantly violated federal civil rights law. I will also order the Department of Justice to establish a task force on protecting the right to self-defense, which is under siege nationwide.
The rant doesn't mention Letitia James or Alvin Bragg directly, but it does feature Trump attacking and threatening to fire Soros District Attorneys, a line of attack he has used against Bragg in the not-so-distant past. This is the same moronic garbage that Rudy Giuliani has been spewing also. On his recent decrepit talk show tour, Rudy made up a story about George Soros chasing his plane out on the runway to try and stop him from taking off.
When we made our trip to Ukraine, I almost got arrested, almost got killed, almost got caught by Soros. We rented a private plane that night, but we didn't realize he controls the private airport. And he found out when we rented the plane. Yeah, the car pulls up as she's coming through the pathway for the plane.
Jetway, yeah.
And she says, I thought she was exaggerating. I think they may have gotten a picture of the car. And she said, Soros in the car.
Was it actually him?
Yeah.
Oh,
the old man was in the car. That's what she said.
Trump and his supporters have been attacking Alvin Bragg because George Soros has donated money to a PAC that supported Bragg. The attacks against Soros are alleged to be anti-Semitic. Rudy Giuliani is the common denominator in Trump's wacky equations. None of what either one say can be taken seriously. They feed off each other like leeches. In his video, Donald was making all kinds of idiotic promises to whoever will send him money. He has become the annoying infomercial guy selling Ginsu knives or ShamWows. He's a complete and total fake, and he should be in jail, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.